What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the $50 Funko Pop Collection Challenge. Overall goal of this series is to buy a $100 Funko Pop from every single Funko Pop category, starting with just a $50 bill. So for those of you that don't know, in this series, I like to buy Funko Pops that I find for good deals, and with the profits that I make from selling those things, I use it towards getting those $100 Funko Pops. So from the previous episode, you guys remember I picked up a good amount of stuff, and I actually haven't sold any of it yet. And I believe our balance from the last episode is about $150, but today, guys, I want to buy a $100 Funko Pop that we need. So you guys know one of the places that I visit a lot to buy $100 Funko Pops is Pop City, Utah, because it's local here in my state. And every Saturday morning they go live and show off some of their new inventory. And they showed off a pop that actually I've been eyeing for a while to knock off one of the categories that we need. So we're gonna go over to Pop City and pick that pop up. Although I am a little worried because we only have $150 that we really won't have much money to work with in the next episode. So maybe if I find a better deal on something else, I might buy a different $100 Funko Pop. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to go to the store and kind of, gauge the situation. But if you guys want to help me out to get more funds for the next episode, I do have a Whatnot auction coming up very soon. And I have some of the pieces from this video series that I need to sell to get more funds. So if you guys are a new user and you want to get $15 off of a Funko Pop, definitely use that link down below and just come and hang out on the auction as well. But with that being said, folks, let's head on over to Pop City and let's go check off a $100 Funko Pop we need. Here we go. All right, folks, I made my way over to the shops at Southtown, and there is my favorite shop right there, guys, Pop City, Utah. So like I was saying, guys, they have something on hold for me that I want to pick up, but unless they have something else that I can get that's at $100 that we need to check off of our list, we'll definitely do that. But I guess let's just go on in and see what they got. All right, you guys have seen the inside of the store many times. Everything's separated into different categories and whatnot, but all their different things that are $100, guys, are going to be in those Grail cases right there. And then they also have some stuff that's over on the back wall that we can look at. But like I said, they're holding something for me that I need for the $50 challenge. But if I happen to come across anything else that I didn't know that they had, that's a bonus, and that helps us maybe save a little bit more money. So even though we are here, guys, for the series, I do always like to look and see if there's anything else that I want to add to my personal collection. One place that I always head to, guys, is this little Disney animation section, because you know that I collect a lot of different cartoon pops. But kind of looking through everything, I don't necessarily see anything that I need. I mean, I do see some cool stuff here and there. I do like this Stitch right here. That's a really cool original pop, and it looks like they've actually reprinted that one, the 626 Stitch. I do like the Hercules pops. This is one that I don't have, but I think I'm going to pass on it today. But we got Baby Pegasus right here. But yeah, anyways, guys, like I said, I always like to highlight this area because there might be a couple things that I need, but unfortunately today I'm not really seeing anything. All right, now this is actually a pretty cool piece right here, guys. The Family Guy pops. We have Ray Gun Stewie. If you didn't know, they actually made a line of 4, so you got Peter, Brian, Stewie, and Ray Gun Stewie, obviously, that's right here. That's a line that I've been debating on starting, guys, but I think I'm going to pass on it today. But anyways, yeah, if you didn't know, they did make Family Guy pops. But yeah, I'll keep looking around, guys, see what other things that they have. But like I said, there's always going to be little things here and there that I'll probably want to pick up. All right, I know that this is super random right here, guys, but a line of pops that I totally forgot they made pops for was Little Shop of Horrors. If you want to take a look on the back right here, guys, it's such a random musical movie or whatever. It was one that I was kind of afraid of as a kid, but I had completely forgot about those. But that's pretty cool to see here today. So I was talking to some of my buddies that actually work here, guys, and they were saying that they changed out a display that's right here, and there's a whole line of horror pops in this display. And I think this is pretty cool. I'm not a huge horror fan, but we have a bunch of Pennywise pops that are up here, and you guys can see some different like horror grails as well. You got like Billy, you've got Ghostface. But if you guys want to take a look at that, that's a pretty awesome display. Okay, over here in this section, guys, they do have a bunch of sports, and I know one category that we are still needing is football. Looks like this is just a common right here, and that's one that I always forget to check, guys. But it doesn't look like they have any, $100 football pops, but that is a category that I still need to keep in mind that we're looking for. When I guess while that I'm back here, guys, you can see all the other different displays. They have an Avatar one right here, and then they also have Sailor Moon. So I've been thinking about asking the owner of Pop City to see if we can get a Simpsons display in here of some of my Simpsons pops. Maybe we could convince him. I think that'd be fun. All right, guys, I feel like we've dilly-dallied enough. Let's go ahead and check out the cabinets that would potentially have what we're picking up today. But as you can see, there's some fun pops that are up here, guys. You got Zeb from Star Wars Rebels. I think he's been appearing. He appeared in the Ahsoka series, I believe. So that's a pop that a lot of people have been wanting, but we already have the Star Wars category, so still I wanted to highlight that one. Some NFT pops in here with like the Star Trek ones. You also have Jay and Silent Bob stuff. Pop Asia, actually that was a category that we just checked off, and I think in one of our previous videos, but that's cool to see a higher price Asia pop. Got some Marvel in here, some Freddy Funko. Ooh, I like the baby Audrey too. That's kind of cool. Data from the Goonies. Bumble as well. Dang, that prop has actually gone down in price quite a bit. 63 seems like a good deal on that. And then some fun animation pops that are back in here, guys, with like Dexter, Johnny Bravo. I have those ones in my collection. That's awesome. McLovin. That's a pop that I forget that they even made. So that's kind of fun to see in this cabinet. But yeah, as far as categories go, everything in here is stuff that we already have, but I figured it'd be fun to show it to you. Oh, and I guess I can show off a couple of different pops, guys, that are over here too. They have some ad icons. We have Sunny, and we also have Trix Rabbit right here. Those are pretty awesome. Have those in my collection, but figured I'd show them to you. And I guess since we showed off that other side, we got to show off this side right here. One that's kind of cool is Edward Scissorhands, an original pop you don't see very often. Some more Freddy Funko. You guys know that I love baseball, so those are cool to see. You got Mr. Met and also the Webley catcher. But anyways, let's go ahead and turn around and move to this case right here. All right, first off, what I'm seeing, guys, we got some Harry Potter right here for 140. That's actually the $100 pop we have for the Harry Potter category already. So it's cool to see it again here. What else we got in here? Silent Bob, Samurai Jack 2-pack, Bone Daddy, Michelangelo, Fruit Brute's always a great one. Pop Fashion right there. That's kind of fun. But we got a bunch of anime in here. You got Ochako Mask. You have an NFT Hot Rod. That's not anime, but that is still a pretty cool pop right there. Some NFTs. What else you got? The Freddy Funko Pennywise. Butthead's an awesome animation or television piece right there. Goofy and the Train. What else? Freddy Funko's Champ, Buzz Lightyear, some more Star Wars, and some DC. So guys, the pop that they have on hold for me today that I'm going to be picking up here in a little bit is actually DC. So that gives you a hint of what we're going to be checking off today. So stay tuned for that. I might be showing that off here in a second. Well, folks, you know that there's not anything in here that we can technically afford that would be, you know, part of that $100 challenge, but I always like to show off some of their mega grails that they have in here. Pulp Fiction, Star Wars, the NFT Ninja Turtles, Leonardo, which is always cool to see. You got Scooby-Doo back there, that Samurai Jack 2-pack. That one's actually got the con sticker. Put a Bendy Proto, that's awesome. Hulk Hogan, you got some Halo pops in here, which that's actually a line, believe it or not, that is its own line. So Pop Halo, we need to be on the lookout for something from that eventually. Bank Robber Joker, you got Michael Jackson back in there. Sonic, UFC is another line too as well, and I think that's actually the one $100 Funko Pop that we might need back there, but we don't have enough funds today to pick that one up, unfortunately. But yeah, if you guys want to take a look at some of the other stuff that's in here, Bart Simpson, Walter White, Beetlejuice, Dumbo, Brooke, V for Vendetta, there's a lot of great stuff. All right, we made our way to the back wall, guys, and there are a couple of pretty solid pops in here. And to give you another hint, guys, what I'm picking up today actually is very much related to this Catwoman pop right here. And well, I guess to narrow it down, it's actually one of these pops. It's not Catwoman, but that gives you a good idea. But anyways, if we want to take a look at some of the other stuff that they have back here, we were talking about Little Shop of Horrors earlier. Looks like they have a couple of more. Well, that's the same one. This one's a different one. Ooh, I love that Treehouse of Horror King and Kodos right there. Kurt Cobain's always a great one. Got some cool Star Wars with Kit Fisto and Mace Windu. That's a fun games pop, guys. You got Mass Effect right there at 165 tally. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. I know that some of the Mass Effect pops, yeah, you can see on the back right there, are definitely worth a good amount, but I don't know if I've ever seen this one in person. That's kind of cool. But one last pop that I wanted to show you guys right here, guys, is Kevin with the Up House. Pop Town is one that we need. I don't come across this pop very often, but at 165, we don't have the funds today to get it, unfortunately, but eventually we will need to pick that one up because that is one of the rare Pop Towns that actually is over $100. All right, guys, I picked up my pop, and something actually pretty cool about this, I'll actually explain it when I get home, but it ended up being a better deal than I thought. All right, folks, back at home, and I gotta update you on something. I actually ended up getting this pop for cheaper than I expected. So every time I've been to the store, guys, I've been receiving like store credit for buying certain things, and I bought an awful lot of $100 Funko Pops. And so I found out that I had $20 in store credit that I could buy, so I ended up getting this guy for cheaper. And they were also doing a 10% off sale for Grails, so with that store credit that I had from buying a bunch of stuff like rewards points and that 10% off, this pop ended up only being $94.38. But the pop that I ended up getting, and I was able to knock off the Pop Heroes or DC category, I ended up getting the number 20 Funko Pop, Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. And guys, this is a very old pop. This came out, if you want to see it on the bottom right there, 2012. So this is literally an 11-year-old pop, and it is actually in really good shape for being that old. And surprisingly enough, guys, there really isn't a ton of DC pops that are like at that $100 price range. There's a lot like just below and a little bit above. This one was a little bit above. They had it listed for $120, but with those discounts, like I was saying, we ended up getting it for like $94.36. But I am absolutely beyond the moon excited to add this to the $100 Funko Pop collection and to be able to knock off the DC category. But I think we need to go add it on over to the shelf. Folks, just like that, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I definitely do appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section below if you went to Pop City. What pop would you have picked up? They definitely have a good selection of Grails, but I'm glad that we were able to pick up that Bane. That was a great pickup. Also, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos like this one here. Thank you guys so much for watching again. You guys are awesome and the best. Like always, remember to be kind to one another and always promote positivity. I will see you in the next video. Catch you guys later.